Today's video, we're going to be going over remote events. This is good for communicating between the client or the server, or communicating from the server to the client, because sometimes you need to do that. So what is a client? What is a server? So think about the server where something happens in game and every player can see it. Whereas the client, something happens in game, only the one player can see it. Nobody else can see it on their screen. So that's what we're going to be going over. So let's just create a remote event. I like to put my remote events in replicated storage. We'll call this change color event. And then let's add a script to server script service. And we're going to get, first we're going to get this remote event, so we have to make it a variable. So we could say change color event equals game get service replicated storage. Oh, what the heck? Replicated storage. And then we're just gonna do find first child change color event. Alright, so now we have our remote event. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say change color event dot on server event connect function, and now we have a function. So what are we gonna do? Let's just do let's put a target here as well. Let's put a target here, so we're passing in a target as an argument. What we're gonna do is if target dot class name is equal to part, then target dot brick color equals brick color dot random. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is going to be the function. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make it to where if a player clicks on their screen and the target of their mouse is a part, it's going to change the brick color to color.random. Let's create a local script in starter player scripts. Okay, and then we're going to first we need to get the mouse. So local player equals game dot players dot local player local mouse equals player get mouse. Now we're going to say we're just going to basically say a function. So mouse dot button one down connect function. Okay, we also need to get our remote event. We need to make that a variable too. So what we can do is just copy this line. Oh my gosh, we can just copy this line. Okay, now we have our remote event. And what we're going to do is we're going to say local target equals mouse dot target. And then we're just going to say we're going to call on our remote event, and we're going to say change color fire server, and we're going to pass in the target. Now this might error because from the local they send in the player variable automatically. So this might actually error. So we might have to put player right here. But let's see what happens. Let's see if it works first of all. Okay, it's not working. Okay, so what do? Mouse dot button one down, connect function target equals mouse dot target. Okay, so we might actually have to pass in the player. All right. And now it's working. So let's run this in a test. Let's run this in a test real quick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to test mode and we're gonna start up a local server and we're gonna test it to see if the color changes on everybody's screen. Which it should, because we're running the function on the server. I don't know what this error is about. Failed to load installed plugins from cloud. I guess a plugin isn't loading during this test. Whatever though. So we have this. Oh wait, this isn't the player one. Where's the player? Where's the other player? Okay, there we go. So we have this test. Now let's see. Okay, now it's changing on every player's screen. We can see that. So let's clean it up. Clean up the test. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to hide this function. We're gonna just hide this function. We're not even gonna run it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna say target dot brick color equals brick color dot random. Okay. Now let's run the test again and see what happens. Because now we're running this on the local side, on the local script. So you can see what happens when we run it on the local script. Because then you'll understand why we have remote events. Okay. Okay, now let's click. And as you can see, it's not changing on the other player's screen. Wait, that's not even the other player's screen, but, where is he? Okay, there he is. I don't know why, but you can see they're not the same color though. So hold on, let me change it again. Okay, now this is purple, but this guy, he's still got a white one. So yeah, they're not changing. And so that's why we have remote events, so that we can connect, or we can talk to, you know, the client to the server, server to the client. So another example would be maybe if you have, like, if you're in a first-person shooter game and you're shooting your gun off and you have a lot of maybe sparks coming from your gun, but not every other player could see that. So what that would be is maybe you're saying, okay, server to client, something like that.